UFC Maniacs. How are you? Let me get my audio checked here, make sure we're all hooked up. You can see we got a whole box here. I had to take the top shut because it popped open, but it's not doctored up, and if it is, I would only doctor it to be better. So I think it'll all shake out here. Let me fix this a little bit. All right, let's see if we get in here on the live. Where are we? 64. All right. We got volume?
It's not doctored up.
We got volume. Okay. Hey, everybody. Who's in here? Kamatoro, Stephen Yule, Ayub, Hey Now, RS, Scout Weaver, the Possum, Chama Possum. I see everybody's ready for this. Yeah, so like 30 minutes ago, I just had like a wild allergy attack. So if I sound a little weird or I'm a little beat up or start sneezing or something, full disclosure, but otherwise we're going to do this. So we did one of these before, and it was, I think, kind of a bust. I think I did 64 hanger packs, and I think I got like 2 autos, and that was about it. Like nothing big. But there are 101s in there, and there's 5s and other real low numbered stuff. So I want to do it again, and I want to get after it and see if second time's a charm. This is part of my philosophy. If you're gonna buy a cheap product, buy a lot of it. So we'll see if we get a little better luck tonight. I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for these boxes because they're so cheap, like relative to everything else. Like this box right here, I think is $70. So we'll open the whole case. All right. Little trash box there. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get something out of these. I mean, it's a long shot, but you figure if they sell a case to a store or a distributor, there's got to be like 1 or 2 in there, and maybe it's just a chance. So we'll see one more time what we got here. Super small print for all of you at home. All right, let me just hold this here for a second. I remember, yeah, it's pink parallels to 25, aka inserts. I got like a Peter Yan My House 25 one time out of these. So all the pinks are to 25. And then there's what? AKA Signature Series Hollow, Signature Series Red, Blue, Gold, Green, Gold Vinyl. So that's, if you get the autos and they have a serial number, you can get a base one with no auto, which I got last time. But you can also get an auto numbered to 49 down to 1. So that's what we're looking for. Get these out. So basically all of these boxes and all these packs are just going to boil down to like, can we find a low numbered auto? And then get lucky enough to have it be a hit. Hey, I'm glad there's a bunch of people in here to watch this. This is like a deep hunt. Deep hunt. We're not looking for like silvers or green. This is like, there's a low chance of success, and I'm gonna just go for it. But if you get it, I mean, it could be incredible. Oh, and I forgot to mention there's also photons in there, so that's good. First pack has a photon, possibly a good sign of things to come. All right, so we got Base, Rose, Ortega, Izzy, Benil, hold those up a little better. Jorge, Marvin, DC. All right, some Base Optic. Now, these are called Blue Velocity. There's no serial number, and I think you get 3 per pack. So we got a Carlos Sparza, Magomed Ankalaev. I always thought this card was cool. John Anik, though it's a Voice of the Octagon card, but it's blue on the edge, but the rest of it's the same with the red and silver, so it's cool. All right, insert Kamaru. Insert Sean Brady. And a Leon Edwards photon. That's $1 late and a week short, my friend. Could have used that right before the Bilal Muhammad fight. But that's, I mean, it's not a bad card. Like, if you're a Leon Edwards fan, Leon Edwards photon out of a $6 pack. Not too shabby. Is it better? I feel like with all the stuff in the background, I gotta hold them a little further away to be clear. I feel like when it's super close, it's not as good. We might need more equipment. I'll talk to my media guy, see what he says. Solid Photon. Thank you, 5. Roman is here. The voice cards are cool. His cards sold like crap even before. Alright, so we got our base cards. Oh, also, I forgot to do the winner of the last month's blasters, but I'll do that sometime this week. Magomed Ankalaev, Calvin Kattar, Jared Cannonier. We got Israel Adesanya insert, Silva insert, and a silver Lauren Murphy. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Where's this pile? There we go. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, so we got to do giveaways yet. We'll do the July giveaway. I'll pick a winner. We'll do a random drawing, pick a winner. Get somebody in there. And then also, I think it might have even been you, 5, but some of you fine folks out there in UFC Breaks Land were asking about the parallel packs or the mystery boxes, and I just put them up on eBay. But here's the thing. If you watch the channel and you're in here, don't buy them on eBay. Just write me an email, say I'd like a mystery box, and you can just PayPal me, and it'll save you like $5 to $10. So there's prices up there. The prices are fine, but for anyone on the channel, I'll just do it delivered. So if it's, I think it says they're $25 on eBay, it would be $25 delivered. And I also did base cards. If anyone wants like a stack of base cards, I'll do just like random 200 or more base cards in a box for like $15 delivered. So if anyone's interested in that, feel free. But backed by popular demand, the parallel packs. Lorisenko, Voices of the Octagon. Brock Lesnar, Blue Velocity. Cyril Gane. Mark Coleman. Those are 3 good Blue Velocities. There's a Poirier, a Khabib insert. I think I already have a PSA 10 of. And a Thug Rose insert. So, there we go. Back-to-back 2-month champion. You're going to find a sweet Taporia. I feel like there are a lot of Taporias in these. Alright. I just did a break yesterday with the guys in the UFC cave, and it was pretty sweet. I won like a mini spot, and I had like 12 fighters in there. And I got a couple of hits. I got like a nice autograph, and it wasn't anything like insanely expensive, but it was cool to hang out. Ketlin Vieira, Shogun, oof, Chris Dawkins, rated rookie. Seen better times. Francis Ngannou, Stipe, and we got ourselves a Silver Volk. I think he's going to be the backup fighter for what? For Taporia, and I don't know who's fighting Holloway. Yuletide. What's up, Tyler? Dude, Tyler. Tyler, the big winner from the Brandon Royval giveaway. I had to ship yours UPS with insurance. Misha Tate. Frankie. GSP. There's a Kamzat. Curtis Blades. Anderson. Jessica Andrade. Islam. Cowboy insert. And Patty the Batty My House. If you're just joining us here, we're deep diving. This is a cheap product, and we're going to open the whole case. It's really like 4 cases, but we're going to open it all up. We're looking for 2 things. We're looking for autos to 1 of 1 and pink parallels to 25. And then with that, not only do you have to hit that, you also have to get someone good. So we'll see. Last time we got some autos, but they weren't numbered. They're just like the base autos. So this product is like $6 a pack roughly, and I think if you're gonna do cheap stuff, do a lot. Sean Brady, there we go. Got a little O'Malley and a Khabib. Holly Holm, that's a pretty good pack. Thug Rose, Kamzat Dominator, and a Marab Silver. All right. What's everyone think about the Marab fight with him versus O'Malley? What's the general consensus? I'll tell you after I see the chat go off. Are we leaning O'Malley or are we leaning Marab? Who do you think's going to win? All right. There's Marab again. The Cookie Monster. So many base cards in here. All right, Gilbert. Bryce Mitchell. Ooh, I like that. Rated rookie, Blue Velocity, Movsar Evloev. I think he's going to the top. I really do. I'm sleeving it. I think he's going to be a champion one day. Like, not even in the far distant future. I think he's like a #1 contender fight away from something happening. Derek Lewis, BJ Penn, and Holloway insert. The chat is literally split right down the middle. Look at that. I think, like, if I would have to look at it more closely. It really depends what Marab's footwork looks like. There's a redemption or something back here. Or just an anti-theft device. I was like, I didn't want to flash it on the screen there, so we'll check it out. I think it depends on Marab's footwork with the stand-up, if he's able to close the distance and land strikes to open up the grappling. Because I the only worry I have is that if O'Malley totally just, like, out footworks him, and he can't land the strikes to open the grapple, and then he starts shooting him blind takedowns, and just gets popped on the way. Rakic. Alex Perez. Islam. Nice little Islam Blue Velocity. Glover Teixeira. Holloway. RDA Silver. I hope he comes out in the red jacket. Best comment yet. I forgot about that red jacket. I hope he still has it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean, the one point though is, like, he did just destroy Henry Cejudo. Like, he was picking up the Olympic gold medalist and carrying him around like a baby. That bodes well for his wrestling, but I think if he can only, I don't know, it's good. I mean, that's powerful stuff. It's gonna be tough for O'Malley to deal with. It's just a matter of, like, how much can he get his hands on him. Because Aljamain Sterling was kind of the same way, just maybe not as wild as Marab. Costa, Moreno, Lauren Murphy. There's the Funk Master himself. Khabib Stargazing, and an Ian Machado Gary Rookie Dominator Optic. Moraes and Cejudo drop Marab. O'Malley gonna let himself get moving backwards. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun to watch. It's like a classic striker versus grappler kind of deal, but I think it'll be fun. I think if Marab wins, though, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, who's gonna fight him? Nobody is the answer. Nobody wants that. Poirier, Blue Velocity. Tai Tuivasa doing the shoey. TJ Dillashaw. No Mercy, Petryan, Shevchenko, and an Islam. Oh man, can you imagine some weird injury? That'd be awful. Did John Jones really retire? I couldn't tell if he was being for real or not. I think he's scared of Aspinall. And I think he was scared of Francis too, to be honest. He's just like, I'm only gonna fight Stipe, except I'm not. Valentina. There's a Gaethje. Oh yes. There's a card that you want. The old Shavkat Rachmanov, rated rookie, blue velocity. That card looks good too. They look good. You see all the lines in the back? Like, I like those. And we got Moreno, Paulo Costa, another anti-theft device. I feel like he's ducking Aspinall. John can do what he wants. He's the GOAT, says Spaffron. I mean, he's on Mount Goatmore for sure. I don't even like the guy, but I can't argue the fact that he's dominated in a lot of metrics. But yeah, I don't know. Fedor is really the GOAT. Fedor is the legit GOAT. That guy was scary for a long time. Fedor is actually what got me into watching UFC. I started off watching Fedor. I went to go see Fedor fight like all over the U.S. I've seen him fight 3 times, I think. Max Griffin, rated rookie. Volkanovski, blue velocity. Marab, blue velocity. RDA. There's an O'Malley insert. Glover and a Brandon Moreno silver. Nice. Get that set. Fedor was the best. If you ever seen the fight where he fought Hongman Choi, I think he was, it sounds Korean, but I think it's Chinese. He's like a giant Chinese guy, and Fedor is hanging upside down, armbarring him. Like, I saw that, and I was like, this is the guy. I gotta follow this guy. And then I saw him, I was sitting about 50 feet away when Dan Henderson knocked him out in Chicago. And I was just like, I wanted to cry. I was like, Fedor. And it was right after, it was maybe 1 or 2 fights after Verdum had just, what did Verdum put him in a leg triangle, I think. D-Rod, rated rookie. Steven Thompson, Vicente Luque, Stipe, blue velocity. Juliana Pena, some insert action there. 2-3 more packs out of this box. So far, we got a Photon, blue rated rookie Shavkat. Randleman. Yes. Trevor's right. That was the thing that happened. Kevin Randleman dropped Fedor on his neck. He's suplexed and picked him up and dumped him straight down on his head. And Fedor just blinked, stood up, and I think he went on to KO him. Crazy. All right, Sandhagen. Glover. Rated rookie Patty. Take a Patty the Batty. Why not? He's doing okay. He's hanging on. We got to see where he can skill up a little bit though. Funkmaster. Volkanovski. Silver Carla Esparza. Is she scheduled to fight anyone? The Cookie Monster? I feel like she's a step behind Michelle Waterson. You got to be close to that retirement age. I mean, there's been great moments in the UFC for sure. Also, I remember even back in the day, Tony Ferguson up kicking in the Ultimate Fighter was I think it was to get into the UFC. He was on his back and up kick KO'd a guy. Uriah Hall doing a spinning. There he is right there. Tony El Kukui. Uriah Hall did a spinning back kick, also in the Ultimate Fighter, that I thought he killed the guy. Like, I legit was watching it. I was like, that dude might be dead. I've never seen somebody get hit so hard. It was wild. Kaikara France, Taylor Santos, and a Max Holloway Blue Velocity. It's pretty good. Got a little Juliana Pena. There's another Pimblet. And what's that? D-Rod Silver Rated Rookie. These cards look cool. Rated Rookie is such like an iconic card, too. Axe Murderer was great, too. When I first started training, I would stay up late at night, and I would watch videos of, for whatever reason, Wanderlei Silva, like, training in the gym, and he'd be, like, all sweaty, and have his bad boy shorts on, and he would just immediately walk out of the gym and go into the beach. He was like, I like to just hang out at the beach. And I was like, I should do this. This seems like the life for me. I didn't have a beach anywhere near me, though. It was part of the problem. There's a Fiziev. All right, Dominic Cruz. Arnold Allen. And a Marina Rodriguez. There's a Khabib insert. Amanda Nunes. And we got a Silver Ankalaev. So box one is down. And, well, we got a lot of Blue Velocity. We only got one other parallel out of there. Leon Edwards Photon. Not the worst. Better than some of the alternatives. I feel like I've gotten some Photons that are just worth like $1. And that's always a nightmare. Leon might not be worth much more. I don't know. Also, if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe and follow and leave a comment, and you'll be entered to win some boxes of UFC cards yourself. We give them away every month. We got our mystery boxes are back up. Just send a note if you want one. Don't buy it on eBay. If you watch the show on YouTube, you'll get a discount if you just send an email and send it via PayPal. All right, box number 2 of 4. Let's go. There he is. Look at that. The new champ, Bilal Muhammad. And all his Blue Velocity glory. Oh, Bilal. Bilal Muhammad. I'm going to give away the new champ card. I don't know what else we're going to get. There's a few. I'll give away some Blue Velocities tonight, but I'll give away the Bilal card at the end. Ooh, Chuck Liddell. Peter Yan. I saw there was just like a rally for Bilal. It might have been this weekend. I saw it on Facebook. They were like, if you support Bilal, come down to Bridgeview or wherever it was. Volk. There's a Shavkat. Chimaev. A silver triple C. What is a mystery box, you ask, sir? Or ma'am? It's not quite like the other ones. eBay and people do mystery boxes. And I know guys who do them too. And a lot of it is a scam. It's like, oh, there's a good chance. There's a floor. There's a ceiling. Send me $50. You're probably going to win. And I think it's all BS. So I'm doing something a little bit different. Like, I know some people win, and there's some legit ones, but a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are just like fake news to get your money. Mine I call really like a parallel pack, and so for $25 you get 40 cards, all parallels, all different sets, all different series, and there's a low chance for an autograph or a relic card to be in there also. But it's so you spend basically $20 and $5 for shipping. It's $25 total net. And you'll get something that's worth more than $25. That's the whole idea. Yan Xiaonan. Charles Oliveira. Ooh, rated rookie Fiziev. Blue Velocity. I'm going to go through some of these at the end. I don't know what we'll give away here. Triple C, go cringe. Yeah, so I'm basically, it's a way for me to like sell a lot of lower end parallels and mix in like some nice autos and things too. And there's some higher end, like I mean, there's like gold cards and stuff to get mixed in there, but it's mostly just parallels with a chance for something a little higher. All right. Derek Brunson. Figueiredo. And another Leon Edwards Blue Velocity. Charles Inserts. Hey guys, I'm back. Gusher Juice. 2 people went to the Bilal celebration. I don't think so, man. There's a lot of people down there that like Bilal Muhammad. What do we got? Carol Hosa. She just won. Rated rookie. I actually didn't see her fight, but I'm like 99% sure. Anthony Smith, Triple C, and a Zhang Wei Li. All right. And what do we got? Funk. Peter Yan Funk. And a Silver Zhang. Silver Zhang Wei Li. I'm going to buy one off eBay. I don't even know if my PayPal still works. Well, I'm just saying, if you want to PayPal money, it'll save you a few bucks. No taxes or shipping or anything like that. Bilal Muhammad also very skilled fighter, obviously, but he kind of plays the heel. Like he has a little bit of a Colby Covington vibe to him, and it's just different, obviously. But when I met him at the airport, he was perfectly nice. Like, there he is. But also, a lot of people probably, like, his fans too, have probably been, like, talking smack about him for a while. So, I think he just was like, whatever, like, this is what I'm going to do now. It looks like we might have an auto back here. Whatever. Or it might be a pink stargazing. But there's definitely a card in the back. Something to see back there. Macy Barber. GSP. I know a lot of you guys want that. I'm going to add it to the pile. Amanda Nunes. Let's see what the hit is. We got something here. Khabib. Got an Ian Gary. I don't know what this is. A Shevchenko. Ooh, that's actually a cool card. Valentina Shevchenko, Stargazing to 25. So that's number 12 of 25, but I like that for Shevchenko. Much better the pink for one of the women's cards. Or O'Malley. Whatever you want. Shevchenko or O'Malley. I like that. We need to get Muslims to collect cards so we can sell our Bilals. Listen, I'm sure there are Muslims collecting his cards. There's plenty of Muslim folk down in Palos Heights and Bridgeview and over in that area. I used to live down there years ago, and I used to go to like hookah bars and eat at some of the Arabic places. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I remember eating olives and hummus and smoking hookah. Like, it was good times. All right. Li Jingliang, the Leech. He hasn't been like real active lately. Rated rookie. Chimaev, Blue Velocity. I'm going to go ahead and just add that to the pile too. I'm just going to do like 5 big names. Jigaman and a Yuri. Yuri can go in there too. It's filling up. O'Malley, Glover, Tisha Torres, Silver, and a Theft Device. Do you guys think Umar is going to run the UFC soon or Umarov? The only thing with Umar is he was right when he said he has less cage time than like Corey Sandhagen. So another year of development better, or should he keep pushing? Like the Sandhagen fight's pretty big, and he was right too that he did not dominate on the ground. Like he was winning the fight. I was falling asleep watching it. I was out all day and I didn't record it. I just played it back later, but he was winning from what I remember, but it wasn't like dominant. So I don't know. I think you just got a huge win. Like maybe take a few months, go back to Dagestan, talk to cousin Khabib, and get better. Pantoja. There's a Poirier. I'll add the Poirier to the giveaway pile, too. Jalen Turner, rated rookie. Kamaru, Sean Brady, and the last Stylebender insert. Fireworks, Pink Pulsar, Khabib. Oh, is the Leech this weekend? I need Tisha's 22 Optic Lucky Envelope. Oh, boy. Isn't that out of a Lucky Envelope pack? They cost like $150 for 2 cards. I opened a few of those. I felt that they were kind of interesting, but also like you'd be better off buying the whole case, and then you're in for like $3,000. So I don't know. Tai Tuivasa, TJ Killishaw, Valentina Shevchenko, we got Anderson, Dustin, and a Silver Ngannou. He's about to fight their big Brazilian champ over there. I don't know if he's actually a champ, but the PFL has a like a big time heavyweight. I thought it was, I can't remember. I think it's Ferreira. What's up, Medi Marinara? Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're on cheapo night tonight. We're looking for big hits and cheap products. So we're going to open 64 boxes. Or packs, or whatever these are. Yair, Robert Whitaker. Ooh, a Billy Q rated rookie. Zombie. All right. Sorry, I said at the beginning, I had like a wild allergy attack right before I came down here. I had to take Benadryl, and I was like, oh no. I was just sneezing uncontrollably and dying. But the Benadryl seems to have patched me up. It's allergy season. Fall is coming. John Jones now retired, allegedly. Maybe like Tony, though, with one glove in, and I feel like he's done. I think he got in there at Cyril Gane. He's like, I'm done after this. Tisha Torres, Ngannou, and Joanna Jacek. Eljo, No Mercy Yan, and a Yair Rodriguez silver. We're looking for a big hit in here. Mega hits. 1-of-1 hits. The 1-of-1 in here would be so much more impressive than, like, the one that we got out of the Midnight box was sick. And it was also the last card in the box. And I'm like talking and typing. I'm not even looking ahead. And I picked it up and I was, oh my God. All right. Ortega Man. The Ortega Man can. Bruce Buffer. Very friendly in real life. Raquel Pennington. Misha Tate. And a Caitlin Chikagian. Let's see, a couple of inserts there. A champion at Pride. Charles Crazy Horse Bennett card in my eBay card. Gusher, how much is that card? Went to college with Aljo. Isn't Aljo in New York? Hey, Marinara, I'm new. Yeah, I sell the cards. If there's something you like, just send me an email. First come, first serve. So, I might have something good here. I can't tell what it is actually. Yeah, if there's any cards that you want, or there's something that you want to buy, just send a note. We will make it happen. 98.5% of the time. Frankie Edgar, Kamaru. There it is. The card looks cool. Joe Martinez. I saw the silver on the side there, and that's what was catching me. I was like not sure what it was, but that's cool. Brandon Moreno. Got a silver Whitaker. Silver Whitaker. The stack of base cards is ever growing. I think, maybe I remember it now. The last time we did this, there was like one hit per box. That might be what it was. So we got a Photon, and we got a cool Valentina Shevchenko pink to 25. I like that a lot. It's just cool because it's like it fits the person count. Not really, like Valentina's a killer, but it's in my male sexist world, it seems right. But I did say pink for Valentina or O'Malley. Either way. We got another Photon. My math is wrong. Morano insert. Gaethje. Costa. Moreno. A Khabib Dominator. A Thug. Thug Rose. What do we got? It's a heavyweight, it looks like. Oh my. Daniel Cormier. Photon's not a bad card. That's not bad at all. There's still some love for the DC man out there. Daniel Cormier Photon. Yeah, please don't just send cash to the PO box. Email me with any questions. Brock Lesnar. Brock. All right. Lauren Murphy. Volk. Ooh, man. Adrian Yanez. I still think he's got a whole career ahead of him, but he was like the hottest KO striker there was as far as rookies. I mean, people were paying crazy amounts of money for his cards early on. And, I mean, like, undefeated striker knocking everybody out. It was looking good for a while. But it's so hard to be undefeated today. 10, 20 years ago, being undefeated, I think, was kind of more doable. Like, there was less knowledge. It's a silver Joanna Jacek. There's less, like, general knowledge, I think, available. But, you know, if you're really, I don't know. I feel like today you got to be able to do everything. Like, O'Malley can't just be like, oh, I'm a striker, I'm going to knock everyone out. Because that's fine to say that, but, like, you're going to have Merab on you. So, like, you can't be just a striker. Like, and Merab's a little bit of a specialist, but not much. Like, Damian Maia was a real specialist. He was a guy who he was going to get on your back and either submit you or just lay there for 5 minutes trying. There he is again. He keeps popping up. Merab. It'll be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. RDA. Carla Esparza. We got Khabib. Islam. Cowboy. And a silver Max Griffin rated rookie. There we go. Yeah, these are like real photons that are, they were for sure less common. In 2023, some of those boxes had like 3 or 4 photons. That Pfeiffer guy has some hype. He does not have many cards. I think he has some in 2023 or Topps Chrome, but there's not many. And his one loss was to Jack Hermanson, who literally like danced around for 5 rounds intentionally to win and outpoint him, but like Pfeiffer just didn't have the footwork or maybe even the cardio for that fight. But it was a big step up. Like the next fight he came out, he cold cocked somebody a week later or a couple weeks later. Aspinall rated rookie is kind of interesting. And Kalaev, Cater, and Cannoneer. And we got a Raquel Pennington Silver. And that's the last card of box number 2 of 4. Raquel Pennington Silver. I've been trying to be more conscientious. I can't talk. Conscientious. I think that's it. Of the trash, because what I normally do is I'm just excited to rip cards and talk, and I just hurl trash all over the place, and then it takes me like, and then like I don't feel like cleaning it up when I'm done. So the next day I come down in the morning with a cup of coffee, and every morning I go, oh man, like I wish I just put some of this away already. All Cannoneer versus Cow. That could be good. Marab should have went and trained with Mike Tyson. Well, I like that Marab's on social media now, and he's got all these like hot babes in the house feeding him, and he's just like working out. It seems like a good plan. It's kind of like the Jorge Masvidal plan. Askarov, Grasso, and a Max Griffin rated rookie. Couple inserts there. I hit Raquel Pennington's 101 on release day for $4, says Johnny. It sold it for $5. Johnny and the guys at that UFC cave pulled a 101 last night. So I forget if it was Mike or Matt Brown, but they pulled a 101 out of that case, and a pinwheel, and a bunch of other stuff. Ferguson, Tito Ortiz, and a John Jones. Brock Lesnar. We have Silver Qatar. We're going to need a big... Maybe there's one big auto in the whole case. I don't know. So far, we're up 2 Photons and a Shevchenko to 25. I don't know how I just opened this case, bag, pack. Like that. What? Can't get this out? Okay. So they're fighting in Australia next week. Next week is the Dricus and Adesanya fight, which I'm looking forward to a lot. Nate Diaz, Derek Lewis, and a BJ Penn. Couple inserts. What's everyone think about Dricus versus Israel Adesanya? Quick, go. Pink rated rookie Asphalt. Where is these breaks? No, it's go on Facebook. It's the UFC cave. Johnny E and a guy named Ilya, who's in like a lot of Facebook groups, they do it. I've bought in the last couple, and it's good. Like I haven't hit like a monster, but I've seen people. I mean, I'm getting like numbered autos and stuff, but I don't spend a lot of money. They have a lot of like cheap spots that you can get in. You can literally get in there for like, I think sometimes like $4 a spot, different things. So that's what I like. Just like put a few bucks in and enjoy. Billy Q rated rookie. Jose Aldo, Colby. There's a nice Laura Sanko, Voices of the Octagon. These Voices of the Octagon Blue Velocity are all cool. Nice little card there. Alright, what else we got here? Ooh, Ilya Taporia. Jared Cannonier, silver. I was actually thinking about doing some breaks with Fanatics. And I reached out to him and I just asked him like for basic information. But I'm actually signed up to work with Fanatics. But I was like, I just wanted information, but you have to sign up to get anywhere. So I'm talking to a guy who works there now, and I was asking him to get free boxes for you guys. So I just do like a big giveaway. And it was not an immediate no, so we'll see what happens. All right. Cannoneer. Ooh, Brock Lesnar. Nice Brock. Cyril Gahn. There's a Valentina. And Dominic Cruz silver. I don't. Stephen Ewell, you'll have to take that up with those guys. I have nothing to do with it other than I just buy some spots once in a while. I've also, I think I've bought cards from Ilya too. I'm almost positive I have. Cause he has like some Khabib 101s I was looking at before. Sorry for the hacking over here. I had like a crazy allergy attack right before I got down here. And I just took Benadryl, and I never take it, and I'm just feeling a little funny. Mark Davison, Ilya. All right. Ian Gary, rated rookie. I don't hate it. Still hasn't lost. Ian Gary. 1,000 subscribers. And I got a Mokaya Photon rated rookie. That's cool. I think he's going to be back. I don't know. I think he's going to get back. And actually, it would be awesome if he came back and was just like a bat out of hell and smashing and not like point fighting at all. Rodriguez. Escar, Alexa Grasso. We'll see. That would be a story Dana would like, because then other people would be like, oh man, like being undefeated doesn't matter. Like I have to be out here fighting like crazy. Tony El Kakui. Hello, MMA Shorts. Thank you. It's going to be the biggest UFC card channel in the world one day. I was talking to my wife about it earlier, and I was like, yeah, I'm almost like 1,000 subscribers. And she's like, is that good? And I was like, yeah. Like, it's good. We're cruising. I got to figure out what I'm doing with Fanatics next. I don't want to sell an excessive amount of stuff just to sell stuff. But if there's some benefits we can glean, then I'm interested. Carla, Magomed Ankalaev, and a Leech rated rookie. Let's see, Anderson and a Khabib. I was hoping that I could just get to a point where I could get some boxes and rip them and just give the cards away, which it sounded like it might be possible. I'm not sure. And in return, they basically want you to put up like a link on your YouTube and just say, hey, click here to buy cards and stuff. And then they record it so that whatever sales are generated, it's like you get, I think they pay you. You get like 2%, I think, of the cards. Which is not bad if you're selling like crazy amounts of boxes, but I don't want to be hucking cards all night. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, and a Michelle Watterson. It's kind of why I slept in Whatnot, too. Like, if it's easy and it's a win-win, I'm in. If it's going to be, like, just pushing merchandise, I'm not doing it. I do that all day for a living. I'm not going to do it again at night. Thank you, Issa Omar. You are the fastest to 1,000 in UFC card history. Well, I think there's only like 4 or 5 of us that are there or close. Sometimes I just think I'm like, I glance at other people's stuff once in a while, but I was like, I don't know, like I just try to make stuff that like I would want to be participating in. Like I would like to win free stuff. We're gonna give away a bunch of Blue Velocities tonight. Jalen Turner, rated rookie. Matt Hughes. Juliana Pena, and another D-Rod, Blue Velocity rated rookie there. We had Jones and Mark Coleman. I watched when I finally started putting thumbnails on all these videos, and there's stuff I could do to make it better. I should probably buy better cameras, to be honest. And this is also running off Wi-Fi, not like a hardwire. There's stuff I could do to make it better, but that's like the next step. But you just got to make it more professional. And then become like the Pac-Man. Pac-Man? I messaged him on Instagram. It's a beat Magomed Sharapov. Mackenzie Dern. And a Chansung Jung. I like this one. I messaged Pac-Man. He's like a huge card opener breaker. I was like, hey man, I'm getting close to 1,000. Just do UFC, like nothing you're in. Just curious if you had any advice. No response. Okay. Thank you. You might get like hundreds of messages a day though, to be fair. So, I mean, he's got, I don't know, hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers. I don't know what he's got. Something big. Love Mondays now. I wish the UFC Card Father dude had a YouTube. Yeah. He's been going to like a bunch of card shows, trying to move a lot of those cards. Like he's like on a tour right now. Irene, Bilal, and Chuck Liddell. He's been going all over the place. Ketlin Vieira. I talked to him once like 2 years ago. I remember I was on a plane in like New Orleans, I think. And I was asking him about some of these Khabib 101s he has, but he's got some old ones, but they're not cheap. I mean, I haven't asked him for a recent price because I'm kind of just buying like very select PSA 10s right now. But maybe one day I'll make a mega deal with the man. He can post on Instagram like $50,000 deal completed, all Khabibs. Jan, Cerrone, and a Rose. Bearju, Davison, Mana Nunes. All right, we got 3 more packs here. We haven't gotten anything out of this box. I also have some Macy Barber Rookie 101. Yeah, I mean, he wants like what he thinks the cards are worth, which is fine. I mean, having higher prices is fine, but a lot of those deals are never going to be on like 130 point because he does cash at a show. So even though he's selling it for a lot, if he gets them out, it's not public, and so it's not really like pulling the sport up or pulling the card values up. Brian Ortega, Adesanya, and a Sterling. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think if it's not visible and it's not on an auction and the world doesn't see it, then you're just basically like, not keeping it down, but you're not helping lifting it up either. And Brock Lesnar Silver. I talked to a guy one time. I offered him a don't tell my wife. I offered him $100,000 for the Khabib 101 rookie card. And I was like, here's my reasoning. At that time, the Khabib auto, first ever auto, highest pop, I think, and it was a 101, went for like 85,000. And I was like, it's not an auto, but it is a rookie. So like, I'll give you more than what the highest Khabib ever sold for. And he never answered my message. So then I was depressed for about 4 or 5 days, and I realized I'd have to just collect every other card except that one, and I'd never be able to get it. Beneil Dariush, Jorge Masvidal, Sean Brady. It's a true story though. I offered him $100K via text, and he never responded. He must think it's worth like $1 million or something. But the one thing my cousin told me is that the value of these super high-end cards, like outside of just the market being up or down, the card has to sell like a couple times to see that really high-end value. Because no one's going to pay $1 million for a UFC card today. But if someone pays 85 and then I pay 100 and then someone else pays 125 and then 180, like that's how it goes up. If it's just a race to the bottom, it's never going to go. Vittori, Cormier, Rob Font. All right, Gaethje. Cyril Gane Silver. He really is giving me the silent treatment. I thought it was a reasonable offer. Now, he might say no, it's worth $500,000 or something, but there's no basis for that. Like, there's no UFC card that ever sold for that much. So I said I'll give you more than the highest selling of all time. No response. So I wish you good luck, sir. If you reconsider, please let me know. But I was gonna get that card, put it directly in a vault at the bank, and never look at it again, and just have a photo of it framed and hanging up in my house. You would have to take out an insurance policy for that card. There's no way. It's going to the bank. I'll tell you also one of my secrets. There's a couple of cards out there that are super old, super rare Khabibs, and I've identified a few of them. But there's a thing from Topps years ago called Six Sigs, and I think it's a booklet with 3 pages and 6 autographs. And there's a Khabib one. I think it's numbered to 5 or something. I don't remember. But I saw it, and then there's also like fistographs from Topps years ago, where instead of doing an auto, they have their knuckles like in ink on the card. There's some really cool like old weird stuff. I bought a really cool glove card, but those are the things I'm looking for next, and those are expensive, but not as much. Robert Whitaker, Tisha Torres, and a Paul Craig rated rookie. And we're looking for that 101 auto, wherever that is. Jan. Who are you going to talk to, Johnny? Literally, I'm kind of new to the hobby. Taking it serious, anyways. No one just hit big. I don't know what's going on there. I miss so much chat. I just went on like a long monologue about my depression and not being able to get the Khabib 101 rookie. All right, what do we got? Just kidding. I feel great. I'm on 10 milliliters of Benadryl. All right, Valentina, Gaethje, and Acosta. What else? Ooh, Silver, John Anik, voice of the Octagon. Very nice. I think I did. Last week, did I show everybody the Khabib's artistic series from Select? I got the PSA 10. It's awesome. Benadryl fire. I was dying. I couldn't stop sneezing. I was like just a real mess. I almost canceled the show, to be honest, because I was like, I can't be down there just sneezing all over a bunch of cards. But alas, the Benadryl worked out. Francis, Joanna, Raquel Pennington. Looking for a big hit in these last few packs. I guess everyone always says that, but we're currently riding 2 photons and a cool Valentina card. Another great episode. Gusher Juice, you are correct. But if you're going to open the cheap ones, open a lot of them. And you'll have a much, much better chance of getting something good. Rated rookie. Chikagian, Edgar, Usman. Also, when I first started this, I did like a box of Immaculate. I did all kinds of stuff. But I was just doing it for myself, so about one at a time. But then I went through a phase where I opened like hundreds of blasters. And it was really interesting because there are certain blasters that are like very likely that you could make almost like a profit opening them. If not at least like pretty close value-wise if you just sold everything right away. Like just eBay auction the whole thing. But there's some that are a lot better than others. So, I mean, they're not all created equal. And I think it was good to go through and learn and experience it, because now when they come out, I try them and kind of get a feel for them and then decide if I want to keep doing it or not. All right. Brock. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got a base card pile up over here. Macy Barber, GSP. There's an Ian Machado Gary rated rookie. Izzy. Right. Move this. Put my Leon Edwards where everyone can see it. And we got a couple more packs here. We'll see what happens. Well, the thing is, like, I've seen people open on YouTube, like, one pack. Or, I mean, I did it, too, when I first started. But I'd see guys that get, like, 1 or 2 blasters. And, like, I got the brand new Prism 22 blaster box. And I'm going to open it up and see what's in there. And they'd get nothing most of the time. And it's like, I don't know about that. But when I started doing like opening a lot of them, then it was like, oh, like actually there's one green pulsar in every case. Like we started to figure it out. And I feel like that's more useful. If they just advertise it that way, you'd be like, no, I'm never gonna buy that. But so I open like a case and then I just show everybody how it works. Nunez, Chimaev, and a Chikadze. So I feel like that's one value of me doing this is you can get a pretty good feel for what's in a case or what your odds are. Like with the Topps Chrome, there's a rose silver. Topps Chrome Blasters, you have like a 1 in 4 box chance of getting some kind of a hit, is what it comes out to. And whether that hit is like to 50 or in a much lower odd scenario, that hit might be to like 1 or 5. It's like 1 in 4 boxes. You're going to get something. So you got to do the math. And then if you say, well, I don't really like those odds, then you buy a hobby box. And then it's like, you have a chance every box will hit. It's just how low, how good. Shavkat. Yuri, Pantoja, and a Poirier. Ngannou. Okay. Got about 10 packs left here. Select 2023 is awesome. I've pulled tons of really good cards out of there. You guys are all crazy. Glenn's a hero we don't deserve. I mean, listen, also, when I was a kid, it may not seem like it now, but when I was a kid, I was super poor. And I didn't have anything. Like, I mean, I had a house and a family and stuff, but I mean, I had no money. My mom sewed my clothes. Like, I didn't have the things other kids had. And kids would get baseball cards all the time, and I just didn't have that option. So I would get some once in a blue moon. And so I remember like going up to the Jewel and one time with my birthday money and buying all the cards I could get, like $50 worth in 1993. I walked up there alone, and it was crazy. It was like a great afternoon, cold fall day. And so this is, I'm sure, in some way, like it's just like payback time. It's like, now I'm just gonna open them all. So I'm having fun too. It's like it's come full circle. Tai Tuivasa, Dillashaw, and a Shavkat. That's what we need. The old Shavkat rated rookie. I'm going to put Shavkat in the giveaway pile. Someone will enjoy that. Cowboy. Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega silver. Give me a job. Buying cards is more fun than scratch offs. I agree. Yeah, that's my little personal sob story, but it is true. It's all true. Chris Dawkins, and it wasn't like, I wasn't like in an abusive house or anything. It was just like we just didn't have as much. My parents are trying to get a house and pay it off and be responsible, and they couldn't afford to be like, here, like take our money for groceries and buy cards. Cyril Gahn, Mark Coleman, and Chris Dawkins. And a Benil Dariush silver for my Assyrian friends. There we go. 1 of 1. We're doing 2024 Midnight next. Oh, you saw what happened when I opened that Midnight. It was the stroke of midnight. Robert, the Reaper Whitaker, just came out of nowhere. Boom. You know what's crazy is I took a short of that, and it got like no views. And I was shocked. I was like, people are going to want to see this, because I'm like freaking out. It says 101 on it. It's a super rare insert. It's a brand new product. And I was like, this is probably going to go crazy. It's at like 80 views. I couldn't believe it. Shogun. Curtis Blades. Khabib. Dude, what? P.S. Stephen Ewell is a future comedian, and he is perfectly fine. If you need business advice, just send me an email. Happy to help. I'm trying to get on the Fortune 500. I'm in like the Fortune 1 million right now. Anderson Silva, Jessica Andrade, and a Sean O'Malley. And silver, Jorge Masvidal. Boom. So many silvers. He really is. Midnight was overpriced, but I couldn't help it. When it first came out, it's like, I gotta get it. I gotta open it. Everyone wants to see it. 320 or whatever a box is too high. I think the 170 is probably more in the speed. But the funny thing is, though, is in hindsight, people are going to look back on it in a few years and be like, yeah, like those Midnight cards, you know, it's the first year of the Midnight. Like, they're all going to be worth more. Kind of like 2021 Prism. There's a Movsar rated rookie. Khabib, Holly Holm, and a Movsar rated rookie. Nice. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of it. I'm looking forward to seeing like a product that's existed before. And some nice autographs, patches, things like that. I don't think he thought I was joking. I wrote him like a legit message. And I was like, hey, by the way, I was referred to you and the whole thing. And he just did not care. But there's nothing to do about it. One day, he will sell that card. And I'll be waiting. Brandon Moreno, Leron Murphy, and Volkanovski. Ooh, Izzy Silver. I think they're cool, except the only thing I don't love is that they're like Moonfall and Lunar Fall or whatever. And it doesn't really make sense. Like, the UFC has nothing to do with the moon. It's kind of like a weird reach. But I bet when they did it, they were like, okay, Dana, we're gonna make you like 3 unique products this year and whatever. Marab, John Anik, Blue Velocity. And they said they're gonna have one with Bruce Buffer's coat from UFC 300. It was gonna be like the chase cards. And that was going to be kind of like an immaculate that came out, I assume this year, but maybe it's next year. Topps Knockout, actually, Johnny and Ilya were talking about yesterday. Apparently it was supposed to come out this month, but it seems maybe that isn't the case. But Topps with Midnight basically was like, hey guys, like you can pre-order tomorrow at noon and then they'll be released in a week. So who knows? Two Carla Esparzas, back-to-back shot. There's Magomed Ankalaev. And Silver Funkmaster. So I don't know, there's no telling. But whenever it comes out, I am excited to rip the brand new stuff, and I'll be doing it day one straight away. All right, the last pack of this, but we're going to do a giveaway. And I don't know if I have the stomach to buy another case of these, because this is kind of what happened last time. Qatar, Cannonier, and a Brock Lesnar. So good for my parallel packs that I'm putting on eBay and that. Not the best for a product, though. And I'm a sucker, because you can get a 101 in there, but this is what we got. We got these bad boys. And I don't want to leave everyone empty-handed, so we're going to do one more box of these, just in case. Maybe get lucky. But we got a Valentina Shevchenko pink parallel, not a pink pulsar, but a pink parallel. And that is to 25 on the Stargazing, which looks cool. And then we got a DC Photon and a Leon Edwards Photon. We're in overtime right now, folks. I wasn't pleased with what I saw there, so we're going to try one more box. And if you guys, some of you remember, just like a few weeks ago, man, the weeks go by so fast right now, but a few weeks ago, I pulled an Umar Nurmagomedov pink Pulsar Prism to 42 out of here, which was pretty big card. Like, people were kind of freaking out, myself included. But apparently, raw, it's like in the 300 plus range, and now, debatably even higher after the win over Sandhagen. So, I think I'm going to grade it, though. I need to look at it really careful and decide if I think it's going to grade a 10 or not. But we'll see. Justin Gaethje, and just so you know, what am I doing? I'm going to be just looking for the hits. I'm not going to read off all the base cards. Gaethje, I like Gaethje. I don't really even care that he lost. I like Gaethje. Take Gaethje in aisle 6, please. Sent an email. Cool, thank you. There he is, Umar. Dominic Cruz. Dan Hooker. And a Jan insert. My friend Dan, he's on here a lot. It's Dan B. He texted me, I think last night. He's a real card degenerate, which many of you appreciate. He was out at the store. There's an Ilya rookie. Sean Strickland rookie. He was out at the store and he bought some of these Caitlin. I don't even know what her name is. Marcin Tybura. Was it Caitlin Harris? Caitlin whatever. Caitlin Clark. Marcin Tybura silver. So he bought the Caitlin Clark blasters. And there's like one card of her in there that can have a serial number or parallels. And it's like it changes the color of her jersey based on which parallel it is. And some of the lower end ones were selling for like 150, 200, 300 bucks. Well, he got like a really rare one where she's in like a yellow jersey. I don't know all these details, but he said it's listed, one sold on 130 Point for like 100 or for like 750. So that's a huge retail pull on the Caitlin Clark. So we'll see. I may buy a box or two and just throw it in my stash. Because at the end of the year, when we do like a Christmas stream, I'll open, I don't know if I'm going to do 100. I did like 100 boxes last year on Christmas. But I don't know. I was tired during that stream. Whatever we do, I may buy a few and just throw them in there. There's a cool O'Malley. And just see what happens. Because, maybe we get lucky and, pull it. But I've got baseball, basketball, football. I want to buy one of those crazy, like, American Revolution boxes and see if I can get Thomas Jefferson's thumb in there or something weird. All right, we got there Jared Cannonier. Nice green. Jared. Well, the Caitlin Clark 750 raw, that's a big card. Out of like a $25 blaster. The Olympics. Patty the Batty. Nina Vulcan. Nice bonus machine Nunez. Have you seen those American Revolution cards or whatever they are? It's like you get like George Washington's teeth or I don't know. Like I think it's mostly like just sign stuff. I don't think there's a lot of body parts in there. But I have seen hairs, which I find to be a little creepy. Here's a pink Pulsar for the group, and it is a lightweight, which bodes well for star power. Marina Rodriguez. Let's get down to business. We have a lightweight pink Pulsar. It is Charles Oliveira, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Oliveira, pink Pulsar to 42. We like it. We like it a lot. And it is number 2 of 42. Pink Pulsar, Charles Oliveira. Very nice. Very nice. So, let that be a lesson to all of you. Don't buy the cheapest retail stuff. Even when I buy full cases, it's like, it's still just not good enough. It's just not good enough. I mean, and I mean specifically for that. hanger packs. Because there's other stuff I've opened at retail that is very interesting. Like Chronicles Optic and Select 2023, all super interesting. Matt Brown. Jones. All right, so the odds now are that it's pretty much just going to be like silver and greens until the end, but you can get green autos, which we've gotten multiple out of a box before, so we'll see what happens here. I was shocked how much the Tiger Stripes basketball card I pulled from Select. Yeah, well, the thing is the values are crazy high in those because they have super established fan bases and collectors. And there's families of guys buying those cards. That's just starting in the UFC. I realized like 6 months ago that this was something that was going to take like 30 years to really blow up. Giga Chikadze. And nobody wants to hear that probably, but like there's going to be surges in popularity and stuff, but I mean, it's going to be like my kids will be the ones who are like, Dad, look at this. This guy's awesome. And I'll be like, oh, cool. Like, let me tell you about Fedor or whatever. And it's going to be like that kind of thing where it needs to become like a household name with multiple generations. Nate Diaz, Fearless. Yeah, it's true. There were no autos out of there. Gilbert Burns, silver. So in these, like, it's kind of like you get what you pay for, except it's not. Because certain products, you can buy blasters, like select blasters. Even Topps Chrome is more fair than some of the early ones. But if you get like a select 2023 blaster, you have a good shot of getting a nice card. Like, I'd say like 10 of the 20 boxes in there have some kind of hit. Whether it's like a black parallel that's like numbered to 42 or 52 or something, or 49, or there's like usually 2 to 3 autos. There's usually 2 gold cards. Like there's a lot of nice stuff in there, and it feels like you're playing the card game, just at a lower price point than hobby. Whereas some of the early stuff, like 2021 Prism, 2022 Prism, it just feels like you can't win. Like, no matter how much I buy, it's impossible. I don't know. I think they're crazy for pushing that narrative. Like, they already have an undefeated champion. I don't know. And also, there's so many problems with John Jones, like, outside the octagon. And who knows what kind of madness he's going to get into now. Because idle hands and all that. That dude is going to be bored. He's going to be drinking. He's going to be hanging out. And for sure, he's going to get into some wild issues over the next 10 years. Easy. Misha Serkinov, silver. So, I mean, I think keep an eye on MMAJunkie.com. You're going to see some John Jones antics. He's not going to know what to do with himself. Andrade. Chronicles 2023 was great too. I got a Bo Nickel Galactic in there, and his buddy bought it from me. But it was like, that was a big night. Everyone was freaking out, and I was like, "What? Like, I hit like the case hit? I didn't even know what had happened at first." GSP is on Mount Goatmore for sure. There's a lot of guys though, a lot of ladies too. Lauren Murphy. Like, debatably, Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm set women's MMA, and then also the grudge match between Miesha Tate and Ronda Rousey, which was amazing to watch. Like, that propelled women's MMA when it was first getting going. And as much as nobody wants to talk about it, Chris Cyborg, because we were talking about her when she was not even in the UFC. Shavkat rookie. I mean, there's a lot of people who help propel the sport forward. Even like guys who you forget about, but like what was his name? Tony, the boxer, the heavyweight champion, who fought Randy Couture, and it was like a boxing versus MMA type match in the UFC, and Randy Couture just ragdolls him, like he's taking him down and finish him. I mean, there's fights like that change everything. I don't care. I don't care if Khabib is from another planet. I think, whether or not you like him or not, he's an undefeated champion, which there's one. So, and I mean, that isn't the be all end all. There's obviously conversations we had, but as far as collectability, he's the only undefeated champion. So I'll take it. Askar Askarov is the last card there. I'm going to give away a few cards. Sorry if my nasally voice bothered anyone tonight. I don't know what I got into, but something happened. All right. Benadryl. This episode's brought to you by Benadryl. I am not being sponsored. All right. Nightbot. Come to me. Oh boy. I should have logged in ahead of time. All right. Chat. Let's do a giveaway. All right. If you want to be in the giveaway, all you got to do is type something in chat for the next minute. And then we're going to give away a few of these cards to some lucky winners. Go over that in a second here. I'm going to throw a bonus silver in there for everyone. Yeah, just type anything in chat. You can say anything, do anything, type anything. But putting something in there gets you activated. I'll give it a minute just so everyone can get in there. And then also make sure that you like and subscribe and all that. And if you leave a comment on the videos after a post, you'll be entered for a chance to win some. I'm giving away Topps Chrome Blasters right now, but we'll see. It can be TBD. And then sometime, not the second we hit 1,000 subs, but shortly after, we'll be giving away 2 tickets for to a live UFC event. So stay tuned for that. I got to work out exactly how I'm going to do it because I want it to be fair. And I may do a separate entry, but we'll figure it all out, and we're going to give that away. So. All right, here's what we're going to give away right now, though. I'm very happy with the Charles Oliveira and the Valentina. The DC Photon, Leon Lise, I mean, these are probably in order of greatness, but... all right, we got a Shavkat rated rookie, Blue Velocity. We got a Poirier, Blue Velocity. Yuri, Chimaev. GSP, and a Bilal Muhammad, the new champ. So... I need a pen or something. I have nothing to write with. What am I going to do here? Hang on one second. This is a disaster. I'm going to open up a little notepad app here and make a note. Come here, notepad. There it is. Fresh. Okay. First one we're going to give away is the GSP. So this GSP card. And I'm also... going to throw an extra silver or green or something in there with all these because I can ship 2 as easy as 1. So first card is a GSP Blue Velocity, and that is going to go to Mr. Eric. Also, be sure send me an email. So if you do win something, send me an email with your address, username, all that stuff. So Eric picks up a GSP, and if you haven't typed in yet, go ahead, but we're going to roll the next one, which is going to be Bilal Muhammad, new champ, Blue Velocity. It is going to... Oh, I got to write this down. One second. I opened the notepad. I didn't even write anything. All right, Eric. Boom. All right, Bilal Muhammad. Hey Now 34. Congrats. Is that a picture of Ilia Topuria, rated rookie, Blue Velocity in your picture? You just got yourself another champ, Blue Velocity there. So congrats on that. Hey Now 34. Hey Now 34 is a very winning member of this channel. You guys should hang out more with Hey Now 34. Here's a Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev, Blue Velocity. I'm going to hand this one out to Zachary Duck. Zachary Duck, you just won a Khamzat Chimaev, Blue Velocity. Congrats. Zach Duck. Okay. Next one we got is a Yuri Prohaska. All Blue Velocities, and you get 1 bonus card. We'll get in there. Yuri Prohaska, Blue Velocity, is going to Dan Rock. The Rock Man. All right. And there's a fan favorite right now. Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, Blue Velocity. Kareem. Congrats on that, Kareem. My phone just said Karen, which I'll correct. All right, and the last one I'm going to do tonight is going to be a Shavkat Rakhmonov, rated rookie, Blue Velocity. And that is going to Kamatoro, who I feel like we were just chatting. Kamatoro, congrats on the Shavkat, rated rookie, Blue Velocity. All right, so that is what we got tonight. Next week, what do we do next week? Next week, I'm going to open like, I think 8 or 10 boxes of the Prism 22 that's like this. And then I'm going to do like, the week after that, we're going to do like 4 or 5 boxes of Don Russ Hobby. The hobby boxes have been awesome lately. Also, just a little fun note before you leave. I've noticed just recently with like card prices, if you get a Poetan Auto out of a Don Russ 23 hobby box, and that Poetan Auto is going for like 130 or 50 bucks or whatever it is, for like, maybe it might have been with a small serial number, like not a 1 but like a 99 or something. That card's going for as much as a whole box, Don Russ Hobby. I think the play right now in the depressed card economy that we're in today, I think the play is the low cost hobby boxes. Don't do this stuff unless you're made. This I recommend. I think this is like the best retail product that exists is Prism 22 retail, because you get a guaranteed hit in there, and it's like it's a great year for hits. But keep it in mind, I know Don Russ isn't everyone's favorite, but look at the least expensive hobby boxes of 23, which is 22 is okay too, but I'm scared to do a 22 Don Russ because I think they're a little sketchy. But 23 has been really good, and I just think it's a really interesting value play for the amount of cards, the chance for a 101 like we pulled the other night, the chance for the past and present case hit that we pulled the other night, the chance for Poetons or Michael Bisping Teal to 25. It's just an interesting idea. Do whatever you will with that. Be good to everybody. I'm getting out of here. I got to go get a tissue or something. But I'll see you all in a week. We'll announce the winner of the July giveaway. And have a good week, everyone. Take care.